welcome to another video. Today I have a plan with me for you in my KikiK B6 ring planner, and here I am showing you the 4-page forks kit from Simply MS. They have a larger kit, but I got the smaller one, and the forks kit is Twilight themed, and to be completely honest, I'm not currently like a big fan of Twilight. Because I know that it's kind of bad in retrospect, but when I was in middle school, I really enjoyed the books and liked watching the movies, even though I thought they were definitely worse than the books. And just I just enjoyed them. And so I decided to get this kit for nostalgia purposes as a nod to my middle school self who would have loved it. And it's also it's an unremarkable kit in that it doesn't have it wasn't special to me in that it was for a particular event or season. It was pretty everyday, and this next week nothing is happening. So I thought that this would be a good week to use this kit because there's not much going on. So I might as well just use a kit where there isn't much going on, even though the kit itself is nice. I'm not saying that it's a bad kit. I'm just saying the theme in general is kind of like not for like a fancy occasion of any sort. It's just it's a general kit for a general week, and so it's perfect for this week. And for this whole intro thing, I've kind of been going at regular speed with my camera so I can kind of talk over myself as I do all this setup of pulling the inserts out and whatnot. But as we get into the actual planning of the week, I will begin the time lapse and we will get started. So now we're up to 3 times speed, and I'm searching for date covers. This 4-page kit that I got doesn't come with date covers, and usually for me date covers aren't really essential, but I'm not the biggest fan of the font in these inserts, so I kind of have been using date covers, but I couldn't find any that I had already printed that matched this kit. There are a lot of really dark colors in this kit, and the date covers I have are actually from a bright palette, so they're all bright and none of them are quite dark enough. So I just forwent the date covers and decided to keep the font that was already up there, and it's not horrible, it's not bad, but maybe I'll get used to it. And I'm starting by putting to-do headers at the top of all the days because I am going to put a little to-do list up there like I have the past few weeks, only one of which there's actually a plan with me up for, but I've been doing this. And because this was like a week where nothing was going on, I decided to just not use any foil. So I used the flags from the kit that have these little heart checklists on them, and I like how it looks. I really love the heart checklists I used last week from Rose Colored Days, and I have them in all the foil colors, but there wasn't enough going on this week for me to feel like I wanted to break out all my foil, so I didn't. I decided not to use any foil this week, and I wanted to use some glitter headers as dividers, but had some trouble finding a color that matched. Here I am putting down the quote box that says, "And so the lion fell in love with the lamb," which is very characteristic of the Twilight series. And you can see the glitter header I decided on. It was kind of a sandy gray color, and it's not a perfect match, but the washi was cut in different thicknesses, so I couldn't really use it as a header because they would all be different sizes and hard to cut down, and I really needed a glitter header, and so I just kind of settled for this glitter header. And I put down the full box that has Bella's face on it, and beneath that a today header. And this is the structure I'm using for pretty much every single day. I want to start varying the position of my full boxes, but I haven't really gotten around to deciding how I want to do that. So for now, my basic structure is header, checklist header, full box header stuff. And so you can see that on Tuesday I used the red truck full box, and for Wednesday I'm using this wolf full box. And I apologize if my voice is not particularly enthusiastic at the moment. I'm feeling pretty bad today, but I really want to get this video out because I want to get used to the filming and posting schedule that I have set for myself, because I've been trying for a very long time to get such a schedule going, and I've done it for a week, and I want to work really hard to just keep it going, and over time go from just maintaining a schedule to bettering content. On Monday I put this buy groceries icon sticker that came with the kit. It was balanced kind of strangely with the grocery bag offset and then buy groceries underneath it, but off-centered, and so it was very long and looked kind of like an L. I didn't like that, so I just cut it, put it off to the side. That still looks weird, but it's okay. Then I use these appointment labels to mark that I have to go to my quilting class, and then I have to go and teach the free university course that I'm teaching. And underneath that I'm marking the video I want to post, which is this video. And for those of you who haven't been following my channel, when I say free university course, I just mean that my college has a program where students can sign up during our winter term to teach other students a course about something that they're interested in or they know a lot about. And it's kind of like a club, but it meets just for this month, and it's a little more formal, I guess, because it's structured like a class. And I'm doing one on planning, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. And so for Wednesday I marked the same things because my Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays are pretty much the same. Well, Fridays I don't teach this free university class, I just do quilting on all 3 days. And I have flipped the insert to go on to Thursday and Friday. And I'm continuing with these checklists. I didn't put much thought into how I was going to arrange the colors. I'm just sticking them on as they were organized on the sheet, but that's a fine way for them to be put onto here. And I'm putting down my glitter headers so that I can put down my full boxes. And if you notice that there's that Edward Cullen full box at the top right, I don't use that full box. I don't really like it. For the most part, I like all the glitter accents in this kit. Like this apple has some red glitter accents on it, and I really like those. But the Edward Cullen full box has glitter all over his face because, you know, in the Twilight series, vampires glitter in the sun. But I don't like the way it looks in this full box because it's it doesn't actually glitter, right? It's a matte paper without any foiling or anything. So all those dots on his face that are supposed to look like glitter look like some strange kind of freckles. And like, there's nothing wrong with freckles. I don't have anything against people with freckles. It doesn't really look like the character, and it doesn't, because they're like a random scattering of glitter for him to like be in the sun. There's no pattern, there's no nothing. He just has random spots on his face. At least that's what it looks like to me, and I don't really like it. It doesn't look like the character. It wasn't working for me, so I don't use that full box. And I'm using some little dots in the deco part of the kit to cover the pink dots that are on this notes page. And I'm just putting the deco down around. The deco's a little big and kind of hard to figure out where to put on these pages, but I'm pretty determined to use as much deco as possible on these notes pages, so I figure it out. Here I'm fighting with the bottom washi. I can't say I'm the biggest fan of the bottom washi. It was a little too faded, though I can see what they were going for. They were going for like the old kind of Volturi, ancient vampires kind of pattern. Like if this were an artisan rug or something, this would be like an old rug. So I can see what's going on, but I didn't pull that more like faded red into my spread enough for it to really go well. And that's on me more than on the kit, but I didn't pull it in because I wasn't the biggest fan. But I decided to use it to take up some space because I don't want to have all those checklists there, and I want to have a bit more decoration. And then on top of that, I do use this 5mm Simply Gilded from the September pre-sale. It's the same red color that was in that, not the September pre-sale, the July pre-sale, but I bought it when it was re-released sometime in, I don't know, December? No, earlier than that. Maybe December. I'm not really sure. On the back, I'm adding more deco, and to kind of cover all the pink in this kit, in this insert page, I put that weekly box down instead. I don't really use that section right now, but I didn't want to have as much pink as there was because this kit is very dark. And so I used more circle dots as bullet points, put down some more deco, and I'm just working with this notes page. Doing some trimming. In addition to not much going on this week, I am also filming this pretty early because I was going to be gone all weekend and wouldn't have had a chance to film or set this up. I was out of town for a wedding, which I planned last week, and so to prepare for all of that, I set this up really early, which means that a pretty boring week plus me setting it up so far in advance means that other than the base kind of stickers that I'm laying down right now, I don't really know what's going on next week, what I'll want to do, what I'll need to do, etc. So this plan with me is going to be pretty short, which honestly isn't that bad. I've been really happy that I've been able to keep my videos about 20 minutes long. I think that's a good length for a plan with me video or a planner video. It's like long enough that you get to really see things and hear and like interact with the planner because they're like talking to you and whatnot, but it's not so long that you get bored. At least I don't get bored in 20 minutes. Though I do sometimes still kind of speed up the video depending on how fast the person is talking. But let me know what you guys think. Is 20 minutes a good time for a video? Do you like longer videos? I honestly feel like I'd run out of things to talk about if I went longer than 20 minutes, but you let me know. I can also do more videos in real time and fewer voiceovers if that's a thing you're interested in seeing. I can also try to make them shorter. I can speed things up a little more and I can ramble a little less. So I'm definitely interested in hearing your thoughts about that. I am starting to wrap things up here. Putting in a few notes, transferring some stuff from last week, things I know I need to do. Especially on that work to-do list, I am trying to play some catch-up on some applications that I need to finish to various schools. And I have been avoiding the sidebar, but I'm finally trying to figure out what I want to do with that. And I decided to layer these red washi strips to make kind of an extra full box to take up some space because I don't really know what I want to do with this sidebar section right now. I've been using it to jot down a few notes. This week I decided to use it as a section to kind of put like a highlight or summary or overview of the week, and I think that it works out alright. So we'll see how I think about that. That may change next week. And I use these flags just to frame it, and we're doing a flip through of the kit and I'm showing you what I have left. And this is going to pretty much wrap up the video. I'm going to put my inserts back in and that will be the end. If you liked what you've seen, be sure to like, comment, and or subscribe so that I know, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!